So I was in an AP classroom in elementary school because my school went all the way up to sixth grade. So whenever we'd get pair up into groups, it'd usually be to answer a problem together as a group, and most of the time there'd be one person that would disagree with all of us. Like we'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's answer B," and then that one person's like, "No, it's C." And then we're like, "You don't know what you're talking about. Come back when you're ready to learn stuff." And then they're like, "Oh, really? Okay." And then they get it wrong, and they're all just looking at you like, that wasn't supposed to happen. And then that person, either in their head or out loud, goes like,
"You are wrong! All of you are wrong!"
I don't really like substitutes. I don't trust them. Okay, probably because of the story I'm about to tell. So one time I was with my buddies, and we were talking about stuff, and then the substitute comes in and says, "Stefan, stop talking." And I wasn't the one talking at that moment. I was talking, but I wasn't the one talking at that moment when she walked in. So then I was like, "It wasn't me." And then everyone was like, "Yeah, it wasn't." Even the person that was talking was like, "Yeah, it was me." Like, he took full responsibility for it. And then the teacher was still like, "Nuh-uh, Stefan, you were listening to him. You're still responsible." And I said, "Excuse me, moi? I didn't." I was so mad. And then a couple minutes later, she's like, "Well, I was going to give you extra recess," because my school went all the way up to sixth grade, so we still had a little bit of recess. So she was like, "I was gonna give you extra recess, but thanks to certain somebodies, we're not going." So then I go out to my friend, and I'm like, "How was the extra recess?" In front of the substitute, because I want to confront her and make sure she knows that I know she was lying. And then he's like, "What extra recess? We didn't get extra recess," because that was a class before me. So the teacher's looking real shady, and I'm like, ha, gotcha. This is a phrase that I think that all teachers have said at least once. So you're talking in class with your friend, right? And then the teacher's trying to get your attention. So they say, "I'll wait." And then they do a little blink. And then they say, "I'll wait," as they're blinking. And then if they don't do that, they go out and start flickering the light. I'm like, is that a fire hazard? I'm pretty sure that's a fire hazard. Either that or your bill's gonna be pretty high this month. At my school, we didn't have very long recesses in sixth grade because technically that's middle school, and we weren't supposed to have recess at all. So at the most, our recess was like 5 minutes, and at the least 2 seconds. So yeah, the teachers would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take away your recess if you don't stop talking to Kevin and Larry and Reggie." And then I'm like, "Oh, really? 3 minutes? Oh my god, 3 minutes? That's crazy. I've had timeouts longer than that." One time when I was in school, we had this system called tickets, where if you were good, you'd get one, and if you weren't, then you wouldn't get one. And there was this one class that would suck up to them all the time, so the other people would be, not, they wouldn't get tickets. So one day I was like, "You know what, guys? We gotta fight back." And they were like, "How? What's your plan?" And it's like, "Don't worry, I got a little bit of my Cosmix YT charm." And then I tried to crack my hands, and I horribly failed. And then we came up with our schemes. And then everybody had their part. Yeah, Kevin, little Bobby, little Calzone. These are fake names. Salty Jr. You had Griffin, Tiff's Treats. Yeah, they all did their part. And then when it was finally up for my turn, guess what I did? I told a little joke. I was like, you ever hear about the chicken that crossed the road? And I was actually surprised that they laughed at it. Because to be fair, half the jokes I tell don't get laughed at. It's just awkward silence and then cricket noises. It's like, you hear about that chicken that tried to cross the road? So, yeah, I was surprised. They gave us tickets, and then the war was on. Like, non-stop, we'd be fighting just to get tickets, and then finally, they gave up tickets because they could tell we were arguing and fighting over it. But to be honest, I still think that we won, and they didn't. Sort of. So, take that, Miss So-and-so's class. We're better than you. So, yeah, this is a good video, I guess. That's for you guys to decide. But, so I kind of teased a little bit with this new character, Tuck, I've been working on. So, yeah, tell me if you guys like him in the comments. And, yeah, I'd just like to thank my brother for the Samsung satellite mic. I got it for the graduation. And then also I'd like to thank all my other family members for the stuff that I got that helped me, like the flip a clip and stuff like that. So thank you.